Yeah, well, we race in the Lucas Oil Dirt Late Model Series. They race, that's the cool thing about it, no different than what we do on the Cup side. They're all across the board on different racetracks. Some are a lot nicer than others, but you know, they'll race 80 to 90 races a year all across the country, and the best late model drivers in the world. You know, I mean, it's no different than the Cup Series. It's just on a different playing field. Very, very competitive. The tire game is something that we're not used to, and you know, watching the Cup cars, and there's 15 different compounds that they have to choose from every night, and if you miss it, that's the difference between winning and losing. So you know, it is for a younger driver, that's the one thing that I think is very hard you know, to learn and pick up, because you just can't afford to learn. You know, you've got to be able to capitalize, and if you don't, you ain't going to be able to afford to go race. And I always wanted to run a late model. I never got the opportunity. Somehow I got a good phone call, and my career kind of surpassed the late model deal and went on into the NASCAR ranks. But so as soon as I got some money, we were able to hire Shannon Babb, which was a Midwestern, you know, late model driver that was a lot of fun the first year, and just kind of took off from there. It's probably, I would say, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, we were having a lot of fun with it, and I wanted to build it. I wanted to have a 2-car team where they could work together and you know, benefit each other. Obviously, I like to have fun, so I enjoy being around people that like the same, you know, but when it's time to be serious and put your helmet on, I need somebody who can get the job done. Certainly, Jared Landers is that. Just a maniac, you know, off the track, but when he gets his helmet on, he's well, he's still a maniac. He drives very hard, but he's so much fun to watch. That's another thing. And the dirt racing, there's guys that are, you know, I would say a lot more calculating and you know, run around the bottom is kind of boring. Jared will get up high and you know, try to make a pass and try to move on. It might cost him 3 or 4, might cost me a car, but we were trying to go forward, and that's what I like in a driver. And then Steve Francis is just, you know, he's the guy that's solid. You know, he's going to be there week in and week out and compete for a championship, and I think he can catapult Jared into that same, you know, format. My brother Casey and Chip and I, we never even had much of an office, so you know, we were able to get this. It was an old gym, and basically if you were going to take a napkin and draw out a race shop on it, it was pretty much what I needed, you know, and so I've always wanted to have the haulers inside and be able to unload and wash right there, because you never know what it's like outside, if it's going to be raining or cold. These guys race so much throughout the year, you just never know, and it's completely miserable to wash the mud off a car in the rain. It sucks. So to be able to have it all under one roof and enjoy all this, I get to keep some of my toys in here, and I like to work on them, but I'm always gone all the time, so I'll kind of start a project and leave a mess for them, and then come back a month later and put it back together.